That was my best impression of El Capitan. Welcome to the Fins Tailgate, everybody. I am your host, Color Commentary. And as you guys are probably well aware, first of all, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe, let everybody know we're going live right now. Let everybody know we got breaking news, and we will get into that right now. It's live. It's breaking. It's chubbery. As per Adam Schefter at ESPN, the Denver Broncos are trading star pass rusher Bradley Chubb and a 2025 fifth-round pick to the Miami Dolphins for San Francisco's 2023 pick and Miami's 2024 fourth-round pick and Chase Edmonds in a nice package, in my opinion, for the Miami Dolphins. We got more trades possible, ladies and gentlemen. We got a whole bunch of talk going on in back. We want to get to all that. I'm going to bring up Capitan right now. He's got all the details on what we're hearing as far as possible trades coming. Talks going on up in New York. Talks going on around everywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and bring Capitan up, let him let you know what he knows. How's it going, El Capitan?
So probably about 45 minutes ago, my phone started ringing off the hook on the Bradley Chubb thing. And then I would say about 20 minutes ago, Ali's calling me while I'm on the other line with somebody saying it's going to happen. And he calls and says, hey, I just tagged you in it. The Dolphins just traded for Bradley Chubb.
Right. So, on. Well, before we get on to the rest of what you have to tell us, what do you think about this trade? How does it strike you, man?
Well, it strikes me exactly how I said it would strike me. This team has shown this is a move that shows me they believe in the quarterback and the coach, and that they're building for the present, not the future. This is a move that says that they are happy with what the production that they're getting in this team out of the coaching staff and the quarterback, and that they are all in for the foreseeable future this year, next year, and the fifth year options slash, whatever you want to say.
At the
This is a
very least,
team.
it says, we're trying to buy one or two more wins with this move.
It says that they're trying to buy their championship is what they're trying to do.
Right.
This
right.
isn't a building block type of thing. This is a solidification type of move that they just did. Bradley Chubb is not coming to Miami and not getting a contract. Let me be clear. Whether it'll hit us on some books this year, that's yet to be determined, but he will get an extension. He will be with this team. You don't give up a first round draft pick plus more to bring a guy in that's a young guy like that, which is so funny because Bradley Chubb, when he was coming out in the draft, I desperately wanted him. I wanted him badly. I was talking to my brother-in-law, Brandon the bookie, and him and I didn't see eye to eye on Bradley Chubb, but I thought he'd be a perfect pass rusher for us. And with Emmanuel Ogbah being, nowhere to be found, I think we all forget Emmanuel Ogbah has been used as our pass rusher, but he's a relief guy. He's a defensive end. Bradley Chubb is a true pass rusher outside linebacker type.
Right.
We pay him. We have what we have with Ogbah on the books, and Phillips. It's really good. This doesn't spell a great future for Andrew Van Ginkel getting a contract extension with the Dolphins, but that's yet to be determined.
As this year goes, it certainly is great to have that kind of depth.
Bro, are you kidding me? This is the type of defensive front that can bolster a pass rush.
Van Ginkel coming in to give a breather to a guy like Chubb, that ain't really a step back, I mean,
no,
it is,
not even. I mean, it is, but not to the extent.
The course of a game.
No, and I'll tell you what, this is the exact kind of move that's going to help the back end that's thin, allowing the guys up front to get organic pressure finally.
And guess what happens when we start getting organic pressure?
Start getting some turnovers.
You can put dog shit in the secondary, and it's going to improve the secondary.
Exactly, bro. So this is a move that, like I said, they do something like this. I wouldn't be mad. I said it on Steven's show this morning, Clock Blockers, that I wouldn't be mad if they didn't do anything, because really that's telling me that they're playing it a little safer and going to wait till next year to pivot potentially or go all in.
Well, they obviously knows I'm on record as saying we weren't going to do nothing. So this is huge. I want to speak to a couple things real quick to your point, real quick before we get on to the further possibilities. People have to realize that Von Miller is probably not Von Miller without Bradley Chubb all those years. You know what I mean?
Listen, you scheme up ways to get your pass rushers free. And having a guy like Chubb, who is he goes both ways, so right. he can go left or right.
Alexander type, he improves everybody's ability on the team.
Look, just think about it, Color. We're gonna sign this guy. He'll be with the Dolphins for the next 40 years minimally, and while he's under contract, then in a few years we sign Jalen Phillips, and now we've got a pass rush that the Dolphins have been sorely missing since Cameron Wake left this building. Yep. And it'll stay like such for years to come. It's an exciting thing for sure. And they have, like I said, they showed me in a move like this, giving up a first, that tells me that they believe in this football team today. Yep. Now, this moment. It's a vote of confidence for me, Color, because you know how I feel about Chris Greer. And I'm sick of hearing all the Chris Greer slander from Dolphins fans everywhere, while this man again and again and again makes you guys look like idiots by doing something big, and everyone going, oh, yeah, that's right. We have a great GM around here. He makes big-time money moves.
So beyond all that point, the deal itself, we basically, I mean, you heard what I was saying. I'm thinking it's going to take a star to get guys like that. Now, obviously, we didn't get the Surtain and the Judy, but what I mean is, we ended up giving up two kind of nonsensical picks and a running back that can't catch the ball to get Bradley Chubb. That's just absolutely brilliant.
Listen, let's face facts, okay? Our coach liked what he's seen from Chase Edmonds going against him twice a year. They run strictly inside zone over there in Arizona.
Right.
His adjustment to the outside zone did not work, and he started losing his confidence in the passing game. We can speculate why, because the ball's coming off of a left-handed quarterback, whatever, but it was painfully obvious.
Maybe that matters
the way,
to a running back. That might be the difference to a running back, but
that's right. And I made that point, but you know, the way I think about it is that it is painfully obvious to me that Mike McDaniel badly wants a running back out of the passing game doing the things he was asking Chase Edmonds to do that he continued to fail at. And hats off to Chris Greer and Mike McDaniel for both admitting that they were wrong and moving off this man rather than trying to fit a square peg in a round hole.
Exactly. And another pivoting thing I want to point out, as Stephen D mentioned this morning, you know, he was talking about it might take Gaskin to go over to Denver to get Chubb, and it turned out we got the lesser of our two.
Color, I already told you guys this, and I got made fun of all day yesterday and the day before talking about trades, about the Dolphins believe in Gaskin, and they have been healthy scratch holding him away. So when it did come time to trade, they weren't going to have to use him as a piece. And I'm going to get to my next point on that, because right now, the Hunt trade to me is the next one to come knocking down. There's two more trades happening right now that are serious consideration. Before I heard all this, I was actually getting call about the Bradley Chubb and the Hunt trade and Mike Gesicki, and I'm going to give you the details on them all right now. The Hunt trade, I already told you guys, the offer that was last given by the Dolphins that I was made aware of was that they were going to give them a third and Sylvan Ahmed, because they didn't want Chase Edmonds because of the contract. They're going to give them Sylvan Ahmed and a third, and we were going to receive a fifth and Hunt. The problem holding up the deal was they didn't want to give up the fifth. They wanted to just take the running back and the pick and keep and give us Hunt. Right. That probably is what exactly is going to happen now. The Dolphins now giving up their first, I don't want to say washing away next year's draft, but more willing to give up just a third, and Sylvan Ahmed probably won't have to give up Sylvan Ahmed if they give him the third now, maybe a third and a seventh, and they'll get Hunt. But that's the next thing I think coming down, because they do want Kareem Hunt on this football team. Out of the passing game, he is the exact type of running back that Mike McDaniel wanted Chase Edmonds to be. The guy for the check down where they clear out all the coverage out in front of him and he leaks out the back end in the flat and nobody's around and he can catch the ball and be dynamic with it.
So to tease what you're going to be talking about here in a second, it's not likely that we do this move to get a guy like Bradley Chubb, based on your point earlier about being serious, without, you know, we hear these other playmakers getting traded, as we heard Claypool gets traded to the Bears, and, you know, a couple other things are going, the playmakers have been traded. So it's like, why would we go and do all this if we're not going to follow it up with some blockbusters on the other side of the ball too, or even more moves on defense? You know what I mean? So it's apparent to me more is coming. We got
well
an hour left before the deadline is over.
Chris Greer rarely sits on his hands. If he's starting to wheel and deal, he's wheeling and dealing.
So before I ask you what you think's going to happen in the next hour before the trade deadline passes, I want to point out real quick, this is what we're getting in a guy like Bradley Chubb. Now he's had a little lull in the action, probably because of injuries or whatever. In his rookie year, his best year so far, he played all 16 games. He had 12 sacks and was all pro rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year. Okay. He only played 4 games in 2019. Then they moved him to right outside linebacker in 2020. And he had an above average year going to the Pro Bowl with 7.5 sacks.
So I'm seeing in chat the Jeff Wilson trade talk going on. Is that solidified? Because
I'm going to check now.
If anybody was watching my show last week, I told everybody to look for the Dolphins to pick up after the Christian McCaffrey trade. I had an episode come out. Look for the Dolphins to snag
since they don't need
Jeff Wilson.
Right.
Well, because Mitchell is getting back healthy. He's going to come back. Yep. They're going to ride with him. And Jeff Wilson is familiar with the system, and he's a good pass catching back.
Right. And to real quick to close the book on Chubb for today, they moved him back to left last year, and he only played 7 games, but he shelled out pretty good in those
confirmed
7 games. Now this year, it seems like he's back on track to have something like better than his rookie year, because he's played all 8 games, started all 8 games, and his QB hits and sacks, if you multiply by 3, being that or by 2, he's coming close to those numbers. He's on pace to have the numbers he had in his rookie year, and he's getting traded in the middle of his year to the Miami Dolphins. That's what we're getting, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, remember, too, the team he's being traded to and how we would use him and how it would better suit his skills because of our back end and our secondary. Yeah, I know we're still a little thin, but we still do a good job holding wide receivers belong in their routes for guys like this guy to get home. So, yeah, the Jeff Wilson thing apparently is a done deal.
Capitan. Here we go, Capitan. The audience is getting there, bro. Hold on a second. It's even more live. It's even more breaking. But it's still just per Cameron Wolf via Bleacher Report. Dolphins are trading a 2023 5th-round pick to the 49ers for running back Jeff Wilson Jr., per source. Wilson reunites with head coach Mike McDaniel and former backfield mate Raheem Mostert.
How funny is that, Color? That 5th-rounder.
Dolphins' new 1-2 punch at running back, per Cameron Wolf.
That 5th-rounder swap that I was that they were talking about for Hunt, and ended up using that for whatever. And the reason why it didn't happen that way is because they got rid of Edmonds a different way and found themselves short of running back and plugged in the hole the other way. My point is
Bleacher also has that reported by Schefter, Jeff Howe, Mike Clay, as well as others. So it's confirmed. I'm sorry, Captain.
It's a done deal. It's funny that same 5th-round pick that they were talking about with Hunt is now used to get him. And you know what? Maybe the Dolphins don't want to come off that 3rd-round pick, or maybe they're using it for the other thing I've been hearing of and going to package it in. So the 3rd and final move that has been ringing my phone off the hook. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
The 3rd and final move that I've been hearing that's been ringing my phone off the hook all day is Mike Gesicki getting traded. And there's two teams right now that are fighting over it, that are in the bidding war for it. And the Dolphins are just waiting to hear the asking price that they want. Team number 1 is the team we've been hearing for months now, Green Bay. Green Bay, who is shrewd with their picking, are playing, but they need weapons. They were embarrassed. They're starting to get the pushback from fucking Rodgers that they knew they would end up finding.
Let's check on them real quick. As far as
what
They're
they would get back.
3-5 with a guy
I know.
like Aaron Rodgers. Their season is still salvageable.
And they got A.J. Dillon as their running back, and they've got Jones as a running back.
Yep.
They've got a decent offensive rushing attack. They've got nobody to catch the ball from their fucking star quarterback.
Their defense frustrated Josh Allen the other night, despite losing.
So the other team that's in a dogfight for Mike Gesicki, who to me will end up edging out, is the New York Giants.
Right.
The New York Giants is the other football team.
And let's not forget one other thing. The NFC North. Other than Minnesota Vikings, the whole NFC, Green Bay Packers are still easily in a wild card race.
Yeah, the NFC's still wide open. There's a team that could get in the NFC wild card with 8 fucking wins.
And give Aaron Rodgers the football in the playoffs. It don't matter where he starts.
Give Aaron Rodgers a Mike Gesicki downfield target with the football, and that team's whole fucking season turns around. For everybody.
Between you and me, you say the Giants because of the connections and the house he bought.
The Giants. Well, no, the Giants. The Giants have had an apple for the eye dating back to the beginning of this year when Dayball got hired. He wanted to get a pass weapon for his quarterback. Now he's been able to make things work out, but when they were still a little shaky in their run game and were trying to figure out a way to become more dynamic on offense, they were in trade talks with the Dolphins all the while for Mike Gesicki. They didn't offer up what the Dolphins want, and neither did Green Bay.
Well, that was going to be my next question. They obviously would be counterproductive to give us any of their offensive pieces. So who would they give us on defense?
They're not going to give us anything. They're going to give us a draft pick. So this is strictly getting back draft picks from both of these teams.
Right.
And the Mike Gesicki going to the Giants, to me, it would make not more sense, but it would make more sense to the Giants now after having their offensive jump and their team having success. Let's be real, dude. They're a game behind the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? They're not far behind the Eagles in that division, and they got to keep up. And they're going to find themselves in the playoffs. And that first-time head coach with a quarterback who's making things happen, again, a big target, wide catch radius guy. They were thinking about getting him beforehand just to help Daniel Jones. At this point, it's to solidify Daniel Jones. They get Gesicki, it's a win-win-win-win all the way around.
He's going to give any quarterback the ability to just close his eyes and throw it his way. You know what I mean? And that's a valuable thing to have for any quarterback.
So,
do all quarterbacks need it? No. Let's see. Carla and whoever else is already. No. Aaron Rodgers don't need Gesicki to win.
Listen, all quarterbacks need wide receivers. And this is a topic of discussion that people will have for forever. Oh, did Montana make Rice or did Rice make Montana? Rice make Young or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it takes 2 to tango, and you can be a great wide receiver and have garbage numbers. You can be a great wide receiver with a garbage quarterback and still put up gaudy numbers.
Carlos says, name a QB who doesn't have elite receivers, and she says, waiting. Well, I'll tell you what. Name a receiver. Name us an elite receiver you've ever heard of from the Green Bay Packers besides Devontae Adams.
Donald Driver.
I'm waiting.
Donald Driver was pretty elite. Donald Driver was pretty elite back in his day.
Played with Aaron Rodgers, and was he afterwards?
Yeah, he was killing it with fucking Favre. So, but then again, it's hard to say. Driver. It's hard to say that because they've had elite quarterbacks there for a while. So
Chubb was definitely made by Aaron Rodgers, as was evident with his lack of production in Dallas, which is why he's back in his
Cobbs was no different than Patrick Cobbs that we had here on the Dolphins. He's a running back, wide receiver, utility man. Does a
Right.
bunch
But
of
again,
stuff.
everybody's pointing out these people, but these people were all he had at one of them.
Jennings,
Okay, so
Greg
take
Jennings had
away Waddle or Hill off our team, and that's and tell me how Tua is going to do then, because y'all are the ones that said that he needs both. Aaron Rodgers don't need two of those guys. He needs one of those guys.
I don't care. Nobody needs anything.
See how they bait me into the argument though?
No,
like how
Color. You're the one
Aaron
arguing
Rodgers.
with him. Listen, nobody needs anything. Tua don't need all these weapons, but when he's got them, he uses them, and it's better results. Let's be real.
They're the ones that said he needed them. I'm not saying he needed them.
No, well, I'll tell you what. Listen, you're right about that. They say he needs. I think, yeah. Look, doesn't matter. But go to Valoa, knocks it out of the park with the Jordy Nelson. Beautiful. But Jordy Nelson went to the Raiders and did jack shit.
Nothing.
Did jack shit. So, yeah, look, that's an argument that will never, ever be answered.
How come Darren Carr is not Aaron Rodgers now when he had Jordy Nelson? How come Darren Carr is not Aaron Rodgers now with Devontae Adams?
Because Derek Carr is exactly who I thought he was, Color. He sucks.
Right.
So,
but Devontae Adams ain't changing that.
Derek Carr's garbage. I'm sorry. I've said it for a long time.
Derek Carr's got Devontae Adams and Mac Hollins, and he still ain't putting up Aaron Rodgers numbers.
And Darren Waller. Don't forget, he's got Darren Waller.
Darren Waller too.
Listen, Derek Carr
running game.
Derek Carr finally had a season good enough for me to concede that he's a good quarterback, and now he's already proven me to be an idiot twice. Fucking asshole. Because I've said consistently that he sucks, and then he goes out and has 5,000 plus passing yards. But really, that was just them rallying and stuff like that. But whatever.
And it don't matter anyway. It's a straw man argument because Tua is our QB1. Tua is the guy we got, and Tua is efficient and proven he can win. So what do I even care about Aaron Rodgers for?
Tua having those speedy wide receivers that can get downfield and create separation where Tua can here's the bottom line. Tua likes being safe with the football when he's in his timing routes and doing things perfect. Now, when it breaks down, Tua also likes to take chances and prolong the play, as evident by his concussion that he took trying to do too much. So he's a little bit of both. When he's looking at his wide receivers to make a pass, he's looking to see who's around him with different colored jerseys. If there's not enough separation, he's not going to throw it out there potentially to get picked. It's just the way he is, and I love him for it personally. But either way, I don't necessarily one hand washes the other. Let's be real. Tyreek Hill's an elite wide receiver. We expected him to stay elite and to help Tua get to his elite status that we all believed he could be.
Yes,
and now look at him.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. So yes, there are times when a quarterback is just so bad, even an elite receiver can't help him.
Derek Carr.
As far as Aaron Rodgers goes, Aaron Rodgers is the only star on that team. If you add Mike,
I don't know.
You have two stars.
AJ Dillon and
the running
Jones
backs.
are pretty good.
What I'm saying is, you add Gesicki, now you've got 4 stars on that team. So yeah, they're going to be better than 3 and 5.
Honestly, Color, I don't think Green Bay makes it happen. I don't think Green Bay makes it happen. I think it's the Giants that make it happen.
It ain't going to change the nature of Aaron Rodgers, is all I'm saying. Just because their record would get better with that.
So I'll confess, out of all the stuff I heard these last 10 days on trade talks, the thing I thought least likely to happen, just like when we traded for Tyreek Hill, when I heard it and mentioned it, it was the thing I thought least likely to happen. Happened. So shout out to Chris Greer again, surprising me I just want to point out, guys,
shout out to Feature for placing their ads in the right spot to make me accidentally click on them. Go ahead. Sorry.
Chris Greer, in the last 4 years, in trades, he has pulled off the Laramie Tunsil trade, the fucking the Tyreek Hill trade and now this Bradley Chubb trade. I do not want to hear the Chris Greer slander anymore. Dolphins fans recognize that this man, for better or for worse, is the best GM we've had in here since hands down since back when Chula was around. I'm sorry, we haven't had a more consistent, more wheelbarrow nuts GM that's had to deal with an owner that's wishy-washy and falls in and out of love with things. Out of the 32 jobs, he's got the hardest, and he's still able to make big-time money moves like this. So I don't want to hear any more Chris Greer slander.
Look at this, man.
I can't.
Oh, I know you can't. Current updated Dolphins edge rankings according to PFF. Jalen Phillips, 19th. Bradley Chubb, 28th. Van Ginkel, 31st. Ingram, 60th. And Ogba, 96th. Jalen Phillips is higher ranked than Bradley Chubb already. Wow. I think I lost you, El Capitan. All right. Well, we lost him for a second. He'll be back for sure.
That was a phone call. That was somebody saying, keep an eye out. That Gesicki trade might. It's literally going to happen. So
Joe Shad says when the Dolphins host the Browns on November 13th, Bradley Chubb will likely face his cousin Nick Chubb.
Unless the Dolphins pull off the move of a lifetime and get Nick Chubb instead of Hunt the whole time.
Right. Or the Ernest.
All right, Color. I gotta make a couple of phone calls. I'll hop back in. I gotta find out what's going on with this Mike Gesicki thing.
Roger that, man. I'm going to hang it open here for maybe drop the link, get people to want to see if people want to talk about it. And we're going to probably go to at least the deadline, which is 4:00, I believe. And then I'll start up my show at some point this evening or maybe later to talk about it more for a color commentary. I just put it under TFTG today for the news. So, but if it ends up going long, it goes long, and then that'll cover that anyway. So, well, right. I want to get people's reactions that might want to come up and say something.
Everybody hit the like button, please. That's the only thing we ask. Hit the like button, donate to the channel.
Oh yeah, exactly. While we're waiting for people to come up, let me go ahead and do our rundown since I didn't do it to start the show. Everybody as Capitan said, make sure you're liking and sharing. You're gonna get me until at least till the deadline right now, and if we don't go longer than that, then a color commentary later on this evening. You can always catch Ali Saturday nights with Late Night Exhale. Bring the smoke, always bring the smoke. And of course, Capitan every other night of the week. With the Fitness Tailgate. And of course, breaking news at the drop of the hat. So like, share, subscribe, and make sure you're hitting the notification bell so you don't miss streams like this that might happen in the middle of the day. Because I could always drop a coffee with a cup of color at any time. Trying to do Saturday mornings. And I've been able to get Saturday afternoons, but I have to just get myself up earlier. Make sure you're using the link in the description below for anything you need from Fanatics. Let them know we sent you. They've got all the officially licensed gear you need from NBA, NFL, NHL, NCAA, many other sports, all officially licensed. And of course, make sure you're hitting up Backroom Collections, custom memorabilia, artwork, all kinds of great stuff. Hashtag TFTG and check out for 10% off. Make sure you are also checking out all our gear. The tumbler with the nice color commentary logo on it. All the other logos are on the reverse side, just so you know. Sweatshirts, flip-flops, tank tops, keenies, flags, hoodies, hats, And of course, everything else. Links in the description below. You know you can always support us with Cash App or Venmo, $ the Fins Tailgate. And of course, super chats, super stickers, and memberships, which we do appreciate everybody who has decided to join the family, the Fins Tailgate family. Love every one of you. But liking and sharing helps just as much. That's real. That's for real. We're not lying when we say that. You could never give us $1 and you could still help us by just liking and sharing. If you're on Facebook, Twitter, or Twitch, make sure you're heading over and giving us a subscribe on YouTube because we're trying to grow here. It'll float all ships eventually. And we appreciate that. And also, Lance, can't forget Lance here. Thank you much, Lance, for the $10 super chat. I saw you in back. It looks like you might have jumped back out, but I'll bring you back up. I'll bring you up as soon as you get back in. He says, good move. I tend to agree because it cost us very, very, very little for such reward. Very low risk, high reward move. I'm sorry. And I wholeheartedly love it. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate the adult statement from Mind Over Matter. You know, what can I say? There you go, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, moderators can act as such. Anyway, Greg, I saw you up first. I'll give you the first word, but I also want to welcome Kahari P. Love you, buddy. How you guys doing today? Go ahead, Greg.
I'm doing great. What a time to be a fan of the Miami Dolphins, ladies and gentlemen. And I just want to point out this. I had a Broncos fan. I had a good Broncos fan that I know. He was coming at me saying that, Chubb doesn't want to get traded. He's not getting traded. Then as soon as I checked the messages, we got Bradley Chubb. So LOL to him. Anyway, and then he also posted, I just want to be a Broncos fan. I wanted to reply to him saying, hey, it's not too late to hop on the Dolphins bandwagon. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about that. We got Bradley freaking Chubb on this defense. Oh, my Lord. No one is stopping this defense. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. I don't freaking know. But Bradley Chubb is here. We also got Jeff Wilson. I hope and pray that he can catch the ball. The main reason I'm happy is Chase Edmonds is not here. So, yeah, we're winning the Super Bowl this year.
Solid back all around. When he got injured, but he was one of the guys they burned through with that zone scheme out there.
Yeah.
The cutback scheme. But
yeah,
if he's healthy, when he was healthy, he is a hard runner. There's no doubt about that. Got a good high step. Hits the hole hard. Hits the first step hard after he catches. Go ahead, Kahari.
Yeah, he's just what the doctor ordered in terms of a guy who can hit those inside zone runs hard and make up yards. I mean, he's a fast guy too. I've been a quiet fan of Jeff Wilson for a while now. I I'm really happy with that pickup in that he understands the system. He has familiarity with McDaniels and what he expects. So it's the
very
perfect pickup.
little to pick him up too. We gave up a 2023 fifth rounder.
Man, right now I'm still in a state of shock, man. I'm stunned at these moves, just the profundity of them. I mean,
very, very simple moves, but powerful.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Subtle but strong moves that improve the team.
Yeah.
I can't believe they moved on from Edmonds like that. It used to be that when a player's in the doghouse or underperforming, he sat there in the doghouse until something
Too much
figured
talent
out
on our team, Kahari. That was the one benefit of having all this talent on our team.
Yeah, we got trade
pieces. We got chess hamstrung. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So it seems like McDaniel is being just as quote unquote mean as Brian Flores. He's just doing it with the fact that he's got the leverage to do it with all the talent we got on the squad.
Yeah, how he sabotaged Chase Edmonds. All right, goddammit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's just funny how we're all just as mean to each other. It's just the way we go about doing it, I guess, matters. I don't know. I'm trying to guess anyway, Corey.
Yeah, and if they pull off this Gesicki move, man, I
know, right?
If we get a first for Gesicki, I'm gonna fly down to Miami personally, and I'll kiss Chris Greer's feet.
One thing
it's an exciting time. It's an exciting time, though, for sure.
Real quick, guys, I do want to bring up one thing real quick, just for just for a good bit of fandom. This is going to be courtesy of Nicky Smokes on his Twitter. Everybody get over there and follow Nicky Smokes.
Oh,
good guy.
Did you guys see Tyreek Hill's live reaction?
That's what I'm pulling up right now.
Oh, yeah, that's what you're pulling up?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little small, but, if you guys can't see it, but here we go. Let's see. First time I'm seeing it, too.
Was that a hot air balloon or something? What is that?
Ooh, I see it.
Oh, it's Fortnite. It probably was a hot air balloon. So he's diving into the game.
Was made an acquisition.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to Miami, Mr. Chubb. Bro, how y'all Twitter refresh faster than mine, though?
Ooh, I see it. Was made an acquisition.
That's funny.
That's funny, man. He did the big.
Is that Fortnite? Is that the video game Fortnite or something?
Yeah,
he was playing Fortnite when he got the news that we made the trade.
Ah, okay.
I like his parachute. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Fortnite sucks, but okay.
Yeah, yeah, you gotta. I kind of was. I never played it, but it was fun to watch for a minute. I had a buddy that was real into it, and I would watch. It's like watching him. It was kind of fun, but it wore out pretty quick. Who we got here? To our franchise guy. This cannot be Pete. Oh, it was. Oh, they got disconnected. Sorry about that. To our franchise. We'll get you back up as soon as you reconnect your devices. So, in case I cut either of you two off, you can go ahead and say anything you like at this point. What do you think about the Chubb effect on our other pass rushing vis-a-vis Von Miller and company over in Denver when he was there?
Chubb was a beast at Denver. From what I saw.
And Thomas says Edmonds just didn't fit our scheme. Well, it's not that he didn't fit our scheme. He just don't catch the ball.
Bingo.
Scummy says, what happened? Did we get Deshaun Watson? Gotta love Scummy, man. There we go. Scummy's back. Carla makes a good point. Chubb is the only reason Denver played any close games.
Exactly.
Yeah, I posted the link again since I can't pin it. But yes, so we got about a half hour, guys, before the deadline's over. 27 minutes. Nothing changed much yet. Oh, Bleacher got me again on that damn advertisement. They're good. Let's see here. Nope, nothing yet. All right, KP, got you back in.
Yeah, I got cut off a little bit. I heard your last question, though. What do you think? Do you think this Chubb move means some dissatisfaction with Ingram?
Well, that could be, but it also, like Capitan said, I think it does signify that we're serious. I'd really expect to see another something else go down here in the next 27 minutes. You know what I mean? But seems kind of nonsensical if we don't follow that up with more than just Jeff Wilson. But we could be done. What do you think about Gesicki, Kahari?
Yeah, well, he's been productive the last couple of weeks. Almost back to filling the potential that we thought he always had. So we could have been featuring him, but it's curious that we would move him at this stage, given the momentum that he had been on. But again, I don't know. Back to that Chubb move though, man. I mean, it seems like we're overloaded at the edge now. Got Van Ginkel in. You got Phillips.
Well, Chubb
and
did.
Now Chubb.
Both seasons. His rookie year when he had a great year, and his third year when he was kind of above average, he played both sides, right and left, outside. You know what I mean? Right. So he seems that he can handle a little versatility.
Yeah, I hear you.
In that regard.
I hear you.
So Chris Greer, a genius. Yeah. Who we got? This has to be Alex or somebody, or maybe Irving.
Yeah, but I'm taking all. I want all the Chris Greer bashers to apologize right now.
Oh! You're doing a victory march, Alex? Go ahead, man. Because we're fans of Greer around here. So go ahead, buddy.
No, not you guys in particular. I'm just saying that I want all the Chris Greer bashers to apologize, to submit their apology form.
Well, most of the Chris Greer bashers are 2 and ears, so they're your people, bro.
If you heard me last night, I was telling you how Chris Greer was going house to house looking for the right candy. I guess he got the right candy today.
Yes,
what do you think about the fact that we didn't make a move on an O lineman though?
I think we're fine in the O line.
Austin Jackson coming back.
I think we're fine, yeah, on the O-line.
Oh, now, Alex, that's a hell of a thing for you to say to me.
Brandon Snell has been really good at right tackle.
Yeah, that's true.
He did Brandon Shell has shelled out.
Yes.
Hey, but we are returning the trash, Austin Jackson, right? Didn't you call him trash a few months ago, Alex? No, right. I'm just kidding, Alex. I don't know if you did or not. I'm just teasing you.
I've been a big Austin Jackson believer. Give me a second, guys. Give me 1 second. I got to clock out for lunch.
I hear you, boss.
All right, it's been a second.
Yeah, man.
We'll give Alex the special meme while he's clocking out.
It's my quarterback.
Well, like you said, Color, I guess this means that we are gas on the pedal in terms of our playoff ambition.
Well, I still agree with you about
we're all in right now.
What Alex thinks. I think we still need to shore it up because look, Alex, you have to admit that as soon as Toronto, I know we like to throw the 5-0 out there for Tua. I get that. But you have to admit you could say the same thing about Armstead, so we have to shore that up, man.
Well, Armstead, in my opinion, has been up and down, with I say that because of the injuries.
Right, but what I'm saying,
you can say that about the Tua too.
What I'm saying,
because I think Tua's our franchise guy.
Well, okay.
But a franchise.
You're missing the whole.
Lance, I'll give you a chance in just a second. Alex, you told us all off season that even a franchise guy needs good protection. So I don't know. It doesn't seem like we have a lot backing up our O line.
Mm-hmm. He just wants to give credit to all the credit for everything that happens to Miami. That's all. Anything good.
Because
whatever.
The offensive line looked really good last week, and I think, and you know what? I think it's going to continue to play well.
Granted, it looked good against the worst defense in the league. So
exactly.
It doesn't matter. Are they in the NFL? Yes.
How does that not matter?
Because they're in the NFL. Yes or no? Are they in the NFL?
I don't want to hear that.
No, that's the question. Are they in the NFL?
It's like playing the worst. It's like picking the worst guy to get to play kickball. He's still there.
The 4-12 Miami Dolphins beat the 15-1 or 14-2 New England Patriots back in 2014, 2004.
And look how far you had to go back.
We still didn't make the playoffs that year. But listen. I mean, the fact is though, we've introduced some impact players. All the players we traded for are going to make an impact in the rest of this season. So that's what I'm excited about. I'm excited to see Bradley Chubb, his impact on that defense, in terms of putting some pressure on opposing teams. That's been a missing element so far this season, right? Consistent pressure. Then Jeff Wilson. I think Jeff Wilson is an underrated guy, man. I'm anxious to see him.
Say that, KP.
I tend to agree. You know what, Kahari? While you're continuing that angle, I'm gonna have a look at the chart on Mr. Wilson here. Go ahead.
So we picked up 2 people.
Oh yeah,
Bradley Chubb and
the other.
Jeff Wilson,
We
the running
traded
back.
our 2023 5th round pick for 5th round, right? 5th round pick for Jeff Wilson from the Niners.
I don't even know who that is.
Who was having a great season before they traded for McCaffrey. He was having a good season before they got McCaffrey. So,
Well, and that's the thing. We almost should have seen this coming, since what are they going to do with that running back room now that they picked up McCaffrey?
Right.
Hey, I told my buddy, he's one of my friends, that he's a Niner fan. Bless his soul. But I told him, once McCaffrey comes over there, I go, he's going to be great for you guys because he runs for your, he's great for your system.
Yeah.
I go, the only thing is, I think they paid too much for him because he's hurt too much.
Yeah, he'll be hurt by the next couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah. He won't be there in the playoffs for them.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that may be true.
Liam Eichenberg is expected to miss the next 4 games.
So his 2020 year, he had a lot of targets. 28. That's the most he's had in 1 year for receiving, and he had a really kind of bad catch percentage, but that was his worst year. His rookie year, he was targeted 15 times at 80% clip. And again, that went down to 60%, but only 5 targets in 2019. In 2020, he had 28 targets at 46.4%. But he was also being a feature back because he had 126 rushes, that year as well. So he was pulling double duty. In 2021, last year, he was targeted 8 times for an 87.5% catch rate, rushed for 79 times. He was also injured last year. This year so far, he's rushed 92 times for 468 yards.
Oh, no shit.
2 touchdowns. Excuse me. 23 first downs, a long of 41, a 5.1 yards per attempt. That's his highest so far in his career, which is 4.4 over the whole career. Yards per game, 58.5. Rush attempts per game, 11.5. Receiving this year, targeted 13 times already. 10 receptions on 13 targets. 9.1 yards per reception.
Oh, that's a major upgrade from Edmonds.
11.4 yards per game. And catch percentage of 76.9 this year. 7 yards per target.
That's an upgrade, definitely, from Edmonds.
Definitely.
Listen, I know in our scheme,
that's more of your Gaskin type numbers right there.
Well, in our scheme, a running back is going to have to catch the ball, granted, but make no mistake, Jeff Wilson is an effective inside runner, as well, with the speed to break it outside as well. The thing he's lacked is opportunity and being healthy. So I'm quietly excited about that pickup. I want to see this guy in that 2-back rotation with Mostert. I think we got a gem on our hands there, fellas. I'm happy with that trade.
Hey, it sounds good. I never paid attention to him.
Yes, Bentley. We packaged Edmonds in the trade for Chubb to Denver. for those that are just coming in. Let me go ahead and re-report the latest news for those latecomers. The Miami Dolphins have traded with the Denver Broncos. Let me see, where did it go?
Yeah, man, how bad must Edmonds have been? I mean, he was advertised
horrible.
as one of our key pickups in the offseason, right
Yeah.
underneath Tyreek and them. And then within 3 months, he's gone. I mean, you must have been seriously doing poorly inside that locker room and on the field, which we did see. It's not like we didn't see him doing poor. So
Yeah.
it's just, this rarely happens. You know what I'm saying? When a guy gets moved that quickly. Yeah.
The only person that really is to blame, there's one negativity out of all this today. And the fact is that Stephen Ross and Bruce Beal are the worst owners you could possibly imagine, and they screwed up this team. Just imagine if the Dolphins had their own first-round pick, we could have gotten it as well with the other first-round pick.
Yeah, that did hurt.
Thank goodness for Chris Greer.
Yeah, I mean,
GM,
you might say that next year's first round pick is Bradley Chubb. Just we get him, half a season earlier. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
yeah, I heard we're in
they're
contract
talking to extend him. Yeah, to extend him.
Yep. I mean, at this point, I can't complain at what we've seen. But my only small gripe, because I always got to try to be as objective as possible. I'm still concerned with that O-line. I mean, and I know it's not done yet. We're going to see what Gesicki's going to bring if they pull off that trade, and it may bring a backup lineman from New York or something. I don't know, but that's still something that I'm concerned with. So we'll see what happens.
We should be.
Yeah, we need depth on that O-line.
I still think we need the right side and a center.
Connor Williams is fine at the center. Connor Williams is fine.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting that he went.
But that
so we just need a RT, the right side.
Robert Hunt and Connor Williams are your two top offensive linemen so far.
Yeah, but left guard.
Eichenberg
actually. So I'm sorry, guys. I picked it back up because so much news has came in. I didn't have the actual full package in front of me. But for those latecomers, the Miami Dolphins have traded their first round pick in 2023 from San Francisco, a 2024 fourth round pick, and running back Chase Edmonds to the Broncos for Bradley Chubb and a 2025 fifth round pick. And also the other one was the Dolphins are trading their 2023 fifth round pick to the Niners for running back Jeff Wilson Jr. So far, that's all we have done in moves. We have 13 minutes left before the trade deadline passes.
I told my buddy from Denver, I was like, thanks for Chubbs. Enjoy Edmonds.
Oh, we got San Fran to thank for that. Thank you for the pick, San Fran. We got Waddle now. We got Hill now. We got the Chubb.
Right.
Thank you, San Fran. And you got a bum-ass quarterback.
See there, and you know what? The people like blah blah blah, people like Joe Shad and these guys, they're kind of like already starting the Dolphins acquisition of Bradley Chubb sends a great message to fans. Miami clearly believes they can compete in the AFC now. They're starting those narratives start to stream in. I'm really pressed to say we're probably not going to make another move here in 12 minutes. You know what I mean?
No, I don't think we are.
Yeah, that'll just be
unless it's Gesicki traded.
I mean, I don't. Cap hasn't come back in, so I don't have any new information on a Gesicki trade.
I really would hate to get rid of Gesicki, man.
Yeah, he's been productive the last couple of weeks.
That's because they actually McGenius actually figured out how to use them.
Right. Hey, but you know what? Listen, just to add a little bit of controversy into the mix, With these now determined playoff aspirations that are now fully engaged with these trades, the pressure moves back on to our
Tua.
improved, well-performing quarterback. Now, listen, I'm not bashing him. I was very impressed with how he operated and organized himself in the Detroit game. Intermediate, short game was flawless, you know. But and then he was willing to take those deep shots, although they were quite ugly, you know. And Tyreek Hill did help him out on a couple of those. But yeah, he's got to maintain. He's got to maintain that top level efficiency to power us through a playoff run, and that is
They're coming
pressure.
for you.
Yep,
They're
that's
coming.
pressure.
They're
Yep,
coming
no
for you.
doubt. That's right. That's pressure. But listen, that doesn't relieve him as much. That puts the spotlight on him more, more focused, more centeredly.
Albert
you know
Breer,
what?
Albert Breer makes a nice statement tweet. The Dolphins got 3 first rounders back in the deal the 49ers did with them to go up for Trey Lance. Miami traded all 3 of them. 2021 21 pick package to trade up for Jalen Waddle, 22 picks sent to the Chiefs for Tyreek Hill, and the 23 picks now sent to the Broncos for Bradley Chubb.
Yeah, wow. Thank God for San Francisco.
In other trade
man.
news around the league, the Broncos are trading for Jets pass rusher Jacob Martin, source said, one of several players expected to fill the void left by Bradley Chubb. Denver is giving up a 4th-round pick in 24 in exchange for a 24 fifth.
Damn, who's laughing like that?
Yeah, I think it's pretty funny.
Man,
Per Adam
not-
Schefter, the
laughing,
Dolphins are expected to work out a new long-term deal with pass rusher Bradley Chubb.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
And you know what?
He's only
going back to the Tua thing. You know, you're right. All the pressure does fall on Tua, and you know what? It's not fair. But
it's not fair, but it's good pressure, Alex. It's pressure to maintain that high level of performance.
Maybe he'll show up.
This team.
Maybe we'll get more games like he did again, last week.
That's right. It's good pressure.
This team already screwed him up for 2 years.
I don't buy that narrative.
I don't buy that shit, but okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't understand how you can't buy it because
I'm so done with you two and theirs that I'm just like agreeing.
Alex. It's that simple. We ain't got the money to buy that.
Yeah, Alex.
I'm just tired of arguing with these. I'm just tired of arguing with two asexuals.
I hear you. Yeah, that's right. But listen, it can't be. Yes, Alex. Can it just be that he was a young player coming off a major injury, and it took him some time to build back up to this point in year 3? I think that's a much safer place for all of us to meet at, to agree on, so we can go forward as Dolphins.
I would agree with that more than
I don't.
Blaming Flores.
Because I think the more Tua performs at elite level, the more stupid Brian Flores looks.
No way. See, that's where the war starts.
I agree.
See, those are war words right there, Alex. See, this is, do you want peace or do you want war, dude? How are you gonna push a broken ass quarterback in his rookie year on the field and expect him to perform the way he's performing now? Don't you think Brian Flores had enough sense to see that?
Actually, I think Brian Flores is not.
Has anyone seen Bradley Chubb's reaction to the trade yet?
No.
It's posted on Twitter.
Alex, why is it that you absolutely think that Brian Flores is absent of a human brain in his head, bro?
Because he listens to Big O.
You want to know why I say that? I want you to go look at last year, for example.
Okay. What do you mean? Hold on. Stop you right there. You just answered my question.
This guy thought Jacoby Brissett.
You just answered my question.
Did you watch Jacoby last night?
Hold on, Kahari. Go back to what year? If a guy doesn't have a brain in his head, how did he ever become a head coach in the NFL?
Was Brian Flores any harder on Tua than he was on any other player on the roster?
Well, I want to get at the heart of this, Kahari, because I don't think it's about that. It's
an unfair attack by Alex, man.
When you asked when you asked if Brian Flores couldn't surmise something in his head, Alex started to say, because I don't think, and I want to know what you were going to say, Alex. You don't think what? He's smart enough?
I think he made some terrible decisions the last 2 years.
And McDaniel hasn't made any bad ones.
Terrible. Oh no, McDaniel has made
Okay.
plenty. But you know what the difference is? I want you to know. Here's the difference. Brian Flores, in his first year, was clicking all the right buttons. Okay, this team played out their minds the final couple weeks, and we were all on the Brian Flores bandwagon, including myself. I thought Brian Flores was going to be the next Don Shula. Okay,
So then all of a sudden at that point,
no, you
he
want to know what
completely cut off his scalp, opened his head, and dumped his brain out of his skull.
Do you want to know what really turned me against him? Okay,
why are you? Why would you even say that there's a reason to turn against anybody? You don't know the man.
Because no, I was.
And you don't know what went,
know
what went on in the locker room and in that organization.
I was off the Brian Flores bandwagon in 2021. Okay, you thought it was okay. Yeah, I understand Tua was having a bad game. I understand that he was having a bad game, this and that, and I get that. Okay, you pull him in the Denver game instead of letting him work out his problems and fix the problems. Okay, and because a young quarterback is going to struggle. Okay, and you take him out, and then you end up losing the game anyway. Okay, because Fitzpatrick throws the interception in the end zone to the safety. Okay,
so you're willing to sacrifice the playoffs for your guy Tua. You're willing to sacrifice chance for playoffs so that your guy Tua can make mistakes, right?
That's not the only thing. Okay.
And how many games did Fitzpatrick have come in to save Tua?
You guys are falling into the same trap of arguing why that even matters. Why does that make Brian Flores dumb?
Hold on.
No, wait a minute.
I'm not finished.
I don't want to hear why the other decision was more smart. I want to know why you think his decision disqualifies him as a head coach.
Because he was a terrible decision maker. His in-game decisions were bad.
That's not why he was fired. Am I going to have to do the same thing I did to you to Batman 6 months ago and just yell over the top of my lungs that that's not why he was fired? That's not why he was fired.
I don't care why he was fired.
Then why are we even having this discussion? Why did you even bring him up?
Yeah, there was no need.
He was doing everything he can to make sure Tua did not have a career.
Oh my God!
So you care more about Tua than Dolphins, just like your last.
He does. He'll lie about it, but he does.
No. Lance. Let me tell you something. I was a season ticket holder since 2016. Okay, I was cheering for the Dolphins since I was in diapers. Okay,
good for you.
So don't tell me if I'm a fan or not.
Let it go.
Don't tell me how.
But then you gave it up for Tua when you laid eyes on.
Why not? You told me a long time ago that I wasn't a fan because I wasn't with Tua.
Because here's the thing. I don't have a Tua Tagovailoa jersey in my closet. I have a Javon Holland, a Ryan Tannehill jersey, a Dan Marino jersey, and I also have a Carlos Dansby and a Cameron Wake.
But you have your
none of that gives you license to crap on Brian Flores. None of that gives you license to crap on Brian Flores. Give it up.
I could crap on Joe Philbin.
Just let it go.
Well, we'll probably let you do that.
I could crap on Joe Philbin. I could crap on God rest in peace, Tony Sperano.
Why would you do that?
Because you're just one of these people that believes the worst in everybody.
And listen, we haven't made the playoffs yet, Alex. God forbid we don't make it this year.
Yeah, Tua's gone. Tua will be gone if we don't make playoffs now.
Yeah, all the stuff they've given him everything that they never gave Brian Flores. So you're damn right, Lance. We better make the goddamn playoffs, and we better make it to the second round at the bare minimum.
We would not have this kind of team if Brian Flores was still the coach.
Bullshit.
I know.
Why you say that?
Because
he only had 1 year. What, 2 years?
Could it be that the kinds of improvements? Couldn't it be that the kinds of improvements that we've seen this year were always part of the plan? And that in the third year, you would infuse the offense, that you make strategic decisions to make a run?
He fixed the defense.
Despite who was our head coach?
He fixed the defense, and he was going to the offense next.
Again, but it's more simple
Oh,
for you to
no.
demonize
Yeah, okay.
a head coach, a former head coach. It's more
Breaking
simple.
news. Bills traded for Naeem Hines. They got a running back now.
He's the same thing as Devin Singletary, another small back. That's a dumbass move. I hope Mark comes up here so I can beat up on him for that.
Running to Buffalo can't run the ball.
Yeah, Naeem Hines is like the carbon copy of Devin Singletary. They're the same guy.
Yeah, but I used to criticize Chris Greer for doing Dollar Tree deals.
Listen, QB1 and others in the chat, whether you think Flores was trash or not is irrelevant. The point that you guys keep bringing it up, though, is something sick. It says that there's something sick going on in your mind, you freaking pervert.
What? Who said that?
There's somebody in the chat, QB1. He's a lot like you, Alex. Can't get Flores out of their goddamn head. On a great day like this for the Dolphins, you want to start taking shots at Flores for no reason. What the hell is wrong with you, man? Can't we all be Dolphin fans and be happy?
Actually, Fulgencia Batista.
Hey, if you like,
Maybe that too.
if you really care about Tua, Alex, you better hope he's a Dolphin for the rest of his career, boy. I'll tell you what, because you're going to hear some nasty things out of me if he ever takes off that uniform.
Hey, I'm prepared for a color. I already told you guys before, and I'm going to say it again. If Tua doesn't work out, I'll be the first to admit I was wrong. What's
Will you
wrong
trash him like you trash Flores? Will you demonize him like you demonize Flores?
I would still demonize Flores because he did not do nothing to make this thing.
Whether you're wrong or right doesn't make or break me, Alex. So you all got to stop with this narrative that we want to be right or want you to be wrong, because I really don't care if you're wrong or right.
No,
what I'm tired of is the slander. That's what I'm tired of.
Color. I never want to attack you for anything.
I'm not talking about me. I'm not talking about me.
You just do it to everybody else.
And I'm not attacking you either, Alex. I'm attacking your take.
I treat you just the way you treat me.
Like you know the man.
Listen, God bless you and your family, Alex, and your wife and your kids. I wish you nothing but the best. But anytime you start making statements like you're making here, unprovoked on Flores, you're going to create a war. Look at the chat right now, dude.
Yep. Just totally devolve the chat.
The only thing I say I didn't like about Flores is that he didn't go along with the deal. Because we could have had Brady.
I didn't like that.
We could have had Brady and Burrows.
I didn't like that Flores screwed up every review play that every time he threw the red bag, he screwed it up.
On that note, Corey, I'm going to segue into some other news. The Atlanta Falcons are trading Calvin Ridley to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, I heard a conditional fifth round pick. Conditional fifth round pick, right? I just read that somewhere.
4 o'clock.
That's a deal. That's a deal for next year.
Well, no more. It's 4 o'clock.
That's it.
It's gone. Yep.
Trade deadline is fast.
Hey, that's a good.
Mike Gesicki is still a Dolphin.
That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys.
I had to go buy my Powerball tickets.
There you go.
You missed it, man. The drawing was yesterday, dude.
Past it's 4:02.
Well, the next one's tomorrow.
There might be some. Well, there might be some residual trades where the deals got done at the last minute and they just didn't report it before 4 o'clock. But other than that, the trade deadline is coming past. The Dolphins have traded for Bradley Chubb.
If I win, you guys will never hear from me again. So,
and for Jeff Wilson Jr. for the 49ers.
Me too, Lance. Me too. I dropped a 20 spot on it yesterday. I might have to go do another one for tomorrow.
I did. I put I put 40 on today, and then I did 40 yesterday.
Man, you couldn't just buy me a cheap home in Missouri somewhere. You know how cheap they are there, bro.
Yeah, I could buy a little hut.
Set me up with a job at McDonald's.
Just remember us little folks, man. I got some student loan debt you could help me out with if Biden didn't.
Oh, I thought he said he was gonna.
Yeah. You know how politicians, man. Broken promises. Anyway, man, it's an exciting day for the Dolphins, man. Color, I'm going to step out here. I got to handle some business, but peace and respect to all you Dolphins fans out there, guys.
Hey,
one love.
Respect, KP. I've never seen you up here, but respect for you.
Respect
I'm
me,
here every
KP.
now
Have
and
a good
then.
one, man.
Not every show, every now and then. All right, peace to all of you guys.
You too,
All right,
Kahari.
peace.
See ya.
Kahari's schedule finds him in the morning a lot in the Stephen D area, Lance, if you ever.
Hey, watch for William Jackson.
You guys haven't talked.
Watch for William Jackson to be
He got
released.
traded to the Steelers today.
Oh, he did?
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, Chase Claypool went to the Chicago Bears.
Oh, good. We get to face him again. Lock him down again.
Right. The town where receivers go to die.
So when is Chubb's going to be able to play for us?
I'm sure he doesn't want to disrupt his 8-for-8 starts on the season. Get him right out in the gate, man. I don't see any reason why. I mean, once the deal's finalized, I don't. Obviously, they'll dance around it. He probably won't play this week.
He'll probably play a couple snaps, but not.
Well, you know how everybody gets guarded and wants to play coy and all that. You know what I mean? So he probably won't play this week. But hey, I say get him right in the saddle. You know.
Yep.
Joe Levesque agrees this week. How you doing, Joe? I know Joe don't get to come around as much anymore, so I want to give a shout out to Joe Levesque, day one supporter.
I'm with you on that color.
I'm going to give you guys final thoughts because I want to do a show later on this evening, and I want to save my energy for it because we could, this could go on forever. So I want to do a proper. My show is supposed to be tonight anyway. Color commentary. Make sure you're checking it out. Probably going to go about 10 o'clock.
All right.
I'll be sure to get my bag of Cheetos.
Yep, and real quick though, before you guys start your final thoughts, I just want to shout. I didn't get a chance to shout out everybody in the chat earlier because we came in hot with some breaking news. So I'm going to shout out some of the members. I'm not going to get to everybody. No offense if I don't hit you up, but overall, shout out to all of you guys for coming in and joining us this afternoon. Appreciate the hell out of it. Cat for life,
Thanks,
how you doing?
Appreciate the time, bro.
Around. As I said, Joe Levesque, Kevin Lee, JM, CPT, John Featherland, Liz Meyer, Miss Fins, as always. Everybody, make sure you get over to Miss Fins and check her channel out. Give her a subscribe. She's almost to 1,000. There's no reason she shouldn't be. Like probably less than 300 or something, I think. Maybe a little more. I don't know. But go over there and check out yourself and hit subscribe on her channel. 72 undefeated. How you doing, Carla?
Yeah.
Nice chatting
Yeah,
up.
Miss Fins is awesome.
KS2, Bentley.
She is awesome.
Sheba, Dan the Man.
But color's
Yeah,
also
I've
awesome too.
lived in Missouri before, not out in the Ozarks, but I've been out that way before.
Hey, color.
Roach, I see you. How you doing, buddy? Fulgencio.
Well, is Roach been going to college, or I haven't seen him?
I'm sorry?
I haven't seen Roach up. Is it like in school?
Roach has been busy with his education. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay.
Perfect Q. How you doing, Brando? Oh, Alex just gave up. He's like, I gotta get. The wife's yelling at me. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Alex.
Telling me about Tua.
Marty Marr. Andres Negron. How you doing?
He's gonna come back up here and yell at me.
Oh, he's back. He's back. Good. I'm glad you came back, Alex. I wanted you to get a final thought. McGoat, how you doing, McGoat Valoa? Curtis, Sean Brooks. I've almost got everybody. Dang, Pete dropped in for a second. Q, how you doing?
Oh,
Mike,
shit, don't put Pete up here. We'll be here for another hour.
Right. CCRR, how you doing, buddy? John R. QB1 kind of came in off the wrong foot, but he's all right. John R. always yelling at me.
Well, let me let you go.
All right, Lance, go ahead. Give us a final thought, man. What do you think?
I'm just fins up, everybody. This is a good day. We got Chubbs and Williams. What was that other guy's name?
Wilson. Jeff Wilson.
I got to look him up.
Yeah, he's all right.
But yeah,
for what we paid for him, he's all right for sure.
Yeah. I mean, he sounds good.
Yep.
So, God bless everybody.
Thanks,
Take
Lance.
care,
Until
Lance.
next
Have
time.
a good one. Get him safe, bro. Have a good day.
Roberto Valdez, how you doing? I'm almost getting through everybody. Let's see who's left. Miami Kid, as always. Brando. King
Miss
Mill.
Miss is awesome color, but you're awesome too.
I appreciate that, man. I don't mean to always knock you so much, bro. You just gotta you got to take the personal aspect out of it and just look right through all that.
No,
nonsense.
no. I don't take because I don't think he's a bad human being. I didn't say that. I'm just saying is I don't think he was
Sounds
a
like
good
that.
head
That's
coach.
all. It
I don't
just
think he was
sounds
a
like that.
good head
The way you
coach.
think.
That's all.
I'm gonna bounce Finn's
All
off.
righty, great. Go ahead, give
Chris
us a final
Greer is
thought,
a
man. I know
god.
you're excited.
I'm excited, but I'll see you guys later tonight.
Right out of that, man. Have a good one.
All right, man.
Scantala, nice to see you. Let's see who
All
else
right.
we got. Alex, anybody you want to shout out, Alex? Your favorites? Sean Brooks, how you doing?
Cap for life, as always, bro. Miss
Yep,
Fins.
Cap, definitely.
Miss Fins always, as always, as well. And of course, you color. Shout out to you as well.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me on. And I
And if I
appreciate you
missed
letting
you,
me.
Jensen, I see you, buddy. If
yeah,
I
Jensen
missed
too.
you and I missed giving a shout out to you, then I'm giving you an exclusive one right now. You're better than everybody else if I missed you. So shout out to everybody. Alex, anything you want to say? I'm going to just keep you up here to end the show, bro. You got anything you want to finish off with, man?
Well, I just want to say, it's a great day, as Dolphins. We got Bradley Chubb, Jeff Wilson. I just wish we could have gotten some more secondary help, but I'll take it. I'll take it any way we can.
Roger that, man.
And the Dolphins are all in right now, and this is probably the most exciting time to be a Dolphin fan right now.
Okay, so
really
real
is.
quick, if you got another second to hang out, I lied to you. Miss Fins wants to say something real quick, so I'm going to drop the link back real quick. I'll end it with both of you. By the way, everybody, as we're ending here today, TD is going live. Make sure you continue the discussion. He's going to have his take on it. I'm sure you all will want to talk about it. Get over there. I'll be chatting it up over there in chat too. I'm sure Alex will be over there chatting it up. We're waiting on Miss Fins here for just a second.
I don't know if I will be able to. I got to work. I'm working right now, so.
Right on. Well, I'm sure you'll get a couple types in. I know you.
Yeah. I'll do my best.
If you can't wait for Miss Fins, then you're
I'll wait
welcome
for Miss
to
Fins.
jet out.
I'll wait for Miss Fins. It's fine.
There she is. How's it going, Miss Fins?
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yes, I'm ready for the attack.
What's up, Alex? You get
this
me.
In the business Miss Fins. This is in the business what they call a hard break. So you got 30 seconds.
30 seconds, perfect. Listen, I just wanted to say, guys, I'm so sorry. I totally gave you that fake breaking news about Gesicki earlier because, to be honest with you, my heart was pounding the whole time. That clock was winding down. I'm like, please don't let it be. And so I just kind of ripped it out of my heart and just put it out there just in case. It did happen. I'm like, okay, I guess I knew it could happen. But thankfully it didn't. And I know I got a bunch of you guys, but I got to mess with you guys too. So that was a lot of fun.
Appreciate
but
you,
thank God. I just really want to say I'm so happy.
Yep. And
still a Dolphins,
Tell everybody where they can find you real quick.
Yep, guys, you can find me every single Monday through Friday. Tomorrow, we're discussing, with all these trades, color tomorrow night, 8 p.m. on League Wide Wednesdays, we're going to discuss all these trades. We're going to talk about week 8 and looking forward to week 9 as well. And in the morning, you can find Ms. Fins 8 a.m. AFC East. We're talking tomorrow morning. We're going to discuss those trades. And also Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern. Like, share, subscribe, donate. Everything really does go back to the channel, so I appreciate.
And guys, she's got her 4,000 viewing hours. She just needs 1,000.
Actually, I've got 7,000.
Right, she just needs the 1,000 subscribers. Then y'all are able to give her super chats too. It's amazing how many times I'm watching her show and people ask in the chat how they can drop a super chat. And it's like, hey, get a subscriber. Tell one of your friends, yo, hit Miss Fins up. Give her a subscribe. She's only just over 300 away.
Yep, just over.
Yes,
that's nothing, guys.
Yes,
like seriously,
Miss Fins deserves all. She's great. She does great content in the morning, and she's an awesome person as well.
When I don't oversleep, I'm over there every morning chatting it up in her chat with y'all too. So.
Same here. It's just that I get it, Miss Fins. I try to come on as much as I can because I'm like an hour difference.
I know, because you're.
But we still need people to cover that spot. 8 a.m. ain't too early for Dolphin Talk. Get up, everybody, and go chat it up with Miss Fins.
No, I
She does a
appreciate
great
you
job.
guys. And I need y'all to do me a favor too. If you can do me a favor, go ahead and hit the like button right now for this awesome breaking news show that you got here. Guys, I'm still working. But I took a little second real quick to say hello. I couldn't go live, so I was just posting,
Me
trying
too.
to everywhere to give it to you guys, the breaking news. But you got
Appreciate it.
color over here. El Capitan giving you the great news here. So please like, share, subscribe for the
Yes.
Fins
Yep.
Tailgate. You got
And if you
Ali.
can't catch
You
her
got
live,
Tunk.
watch it in rerun. She doesn't go on forever. It's not like it's a 10-hour show. And she's got some good structure. So it's good to pop on, even if you can't catch her live. It's good to pop off on in the background when you're kind of got nothing else to listen to as well. She's got great takes. She knows her football. And we
I
always
appreciate it.
her
I
around here.
was talking about you guys though. Share and subscribe this show right now. You know,
Well, of
breaking
course.
news. TFTG. You know, give them all the love because they definitely deserve it, and they're phenomenal over here with Color, Chris, El Capitan, Ali, Tunk, all of them. Even HB in the back. What's up, Zippa?
Yep.
But yeah, amazing guys you have over here in the Fins Tailgate. So please check
And
them
on
out. Like,
that note,
subscribe.
everybody, Alex, I appreciate you coming today. Miss
Same
Fins,
here.
I really
Same here, guys.
appreciate you.
Miss
Fins
Fins,
up,
good to see you. Good
everybody.
to
Get
hear from
over
you
there
again.
and get a shout out to TD. Love you all. Have a great afternoon.
Have-